Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. In the last episode we left off building this house, and I'm pretty sure we got it completely complete. I do hear mobs though, which is probably not a good sign. I think they're in the roof. But anyways, um, in today's episode, I actually have a plan and like things I want to do. Um, the first thing we're gonna go do first, but I'll get to it in a minute. One of the things I want to do is definitely detailing a lot of the stuff. Like to me, this cave still looks pretty bland and isn't exactly what I want it to look like. Um, but I also want to do some create stuff and for sure clean this up because this is just super ugly and I don't really want to look at it anymore. But the thing we're actually going to do today, now I know I talked a lot about not wanting to make progression and doing certain things at certain times, but I kind of want to get netherite, kind of just for my own protection and so I don't have to worry about a lot of things. I know it is like end game, but I don't know. I kind of don't really mind getting armor and stuff like that quickly. It's more so like fighting the Ender Dragon and getting to the end and all that kind of stuff that I don't like doing quick. Oh, um, I am so glad these aren't like anything else. That could have been really bad, but we'll leave those guys in there. But yeah, I think we're gonna start today's episode off simply by going and getting some netherite or ancient debris. And one more floor. There we go. And I think all we're gonna do is, yeah, we're just gonna mine in a straight line like this for a while. So I might chop it up into, I'm gonna do a little montage. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, you guys will know. I'll figure it out. Alright, and we have a pretty decent amount now. We have about 3. It's enough for all I really want now, which is just a tool, a sword, and then maybe the chest plate. Oh, and I think we're going the wrong way. Um, I wasn't down here for too long. And we'll definitely come back and do some more. Probably when we just have like better mining tools available to us. Doing all that manually was a little bit annoying. We're back home though. And we can hopefully now start getting some netherite stuff. which honestly, this is about the time I kind of go for it, um, if not a little bit too early. But I don't know. I kind of just wanted to have some better armor and feel safer. Um, but we need a smithing table. Let's make one of these real quick. We'll just put that there for now. Actually, put it right here. Got none of that. Take our gold back and make some of these. There's two of them. And yeah, we have just enough for one more. I think we'll do the chest plate, the pickaxe, and we need a weapon. We need a weapon I want to stick with for the rest of the playthrough. And I was kind of looking at it, and I think I'm gonna go with the glaive. This is another reason I wanted netherite tools slash armor. Oh wait, do we have to have the smithing template? Oh, we do. I did not. Okay. Well, I guess that whole little montage and nether mining adventure was kind of useless. I guess it just didn't really occur to me that we actually needed it. Whatever. I guess now we can actually get on with the video then. So my plan for this area is I definitely want to push this thing back. Um, this is really ugly, really in the way, and I think I can make it 100 times more efficient and just not as in the way. Um, oh, hello. He's kind of um getting less and less scary as I continue to play through this, which is kind of what I've expected, but not this early on, so we may have to lose another mod yet again. I don't know yet though. Um, but anyways, what I wanted to do over here is I wanted this elevator that'll go down to the train station from in here. But as you go down, you see like our paths will come around. So there's basically going to be two paths that lead down to the train station. And one path has all of the create machinery, and then the other one is just a straight elevator down. And so for this straight elevator, we're going to need an exit point. And for that, I kind of need to go do some measurements. Um, Hello everybody. Finally back after getting the measurements I needed. I kind of went off on some like ADHD side quests, and that's what I'm about to do now is go on some rant that's completely irrelevant to what this episode has to do with. Sort of. I mean, it's not completely irrelevant, but so for this train station, because our city that we're eventually going to create will be the main hub, I was kind of thinking having all of this jungle and some of the ebony woods is our area. And I was thinking we're gonna have multiple train stations obviously going through here. Um, but we're gonna have two exits. We're gonna have one that comes out over here, and each of these exits will split. So this one will split to a town wherever up here. This one will split to a town, whatever, down in here. This one will split to whatever over here. And then this one will go over to the ocean and over to this area, which I kind of have a good idea for these cool little islands that I was looking at. I think could make for some interesting areas to build. But anyways, I got our measurements, and I think we need to go down to just about 110, 100 area. I think we might actually just go down to, let's see, what's a good in between? Yeah, I think we're just gonna go down to 100 and see where that gets us. And this right here is about 110. Which I'm not really sure. It's not really the depth I was thinking it was gonna be. Um, I would have assumed it would have been way deeper. I'll crawl up here and get a better look at it. Alright. Yeah, I thought we would have been a lot higher. In terms of our geography position, I thought we would have been way higher up. Um, let's get a look at this. Yeah, that just doesn't really give the depth I want. Because I kind of want this looking like a sinkhole. I want this to look natural, obviously. So, um, maybe something like that. This is all just the elevator shaft too, by the way. Oh, that could have been real bad. We need to get feather falling. Um, but anyways, I'm gonna make this look more like a natural cave. I'm just not sure that's as deep as I thought it was gonna go. Because it kind of wanted to have the entrance be right here. Of like the tunnel downwards, by the way. And then this would have like, this is gonna like spiral around the elevator shaft. Um, we just keep going down here. Oh, lots of iron. Always need iron, especially for today's episode. Um, so you kind of got to keep a central point. The central point would be I think 137. Just kind of. Okay, sorry. So it should be 480, 38. We're kind of keeping our central area. So maybe it comes down around here. Curves off a little more. Oh, and there we go. Okay. So it did kind of match up. Not exactly, but decently. Um, So that does kind of leave us room for um, projects we want to do. See if this one leads out over there. This one should, or not. Oh, here we go. Okay. So that just had to be way more diagonal than I had originally thought. Way more diagonal than I originally thought. That's fine though. Um, and then obviously we'll have the one down here at the bottom lead out to another. Okay. So if none of this is making any sense to you guys, basically what my mental image is I'm gonna have that main elevator shaft that will lead down to the train station, which we might put a few floors deeper. I'm not exactly sure. Um, because I want it to be a bigger room, like a much, much larger room. But basically, we're gonna have this path that leads down here, and we're gonna have it lead to a bunch of different create machines on each of their respective floors. So this will come down. This will be a floor where we have, I'm thinking the crusher wheel room and the large crafting room will be this one. And then as you go down the elevator, I kind of had this really cool idea that you could see into the rooms going down the elevator. And then this floor could be something like the cobblestone generator itself. And we want a pretty large one because we're going to need some that goes up to generation of a bunch of different stones. And we need one that goes for automated iron. And just stuff like that. And then we'll have this floor for, I don't know, something. We'll figure out what machine we want to put on this floor. And then this bottom floor, I think is the one I want to be the train station. We may need to go a few floors deeper. I'm thinking 110 is what I want the max height of the train station to be. So we might actually go down a few more floors. And by a few, I mean quite a few. So maybe something like that. And we'll obviously polish all this up. I don't think we'll be getting into the train station this episode, for sure. We have a lot of other create machines we need to get to and build first, way before we do any of this. I just needed a kind of a mental image. Alright, anyways, hello everyone. Here you go. I still haven't fixed this. I'm probably gonna save the building and relocation of these crate machines until last, probably. But here's his first room. I'm hoping this is enough for like 2 cobblestone generators right there. Um, well, like probably like two or three. I kind of had this good idea of like coming down and then having a railing here, so then it kind of feels like you're coming into an industrial zone. And I think I was gonna have like item transfer pipes or some sort of item transfer to take the cobblestone from like one generator and move it to our other machines that we're gonna need. Um, but now I need to finish up these other rooms, so I'll probably be back after that. I just want to give you guys a little update on what I've been doing. Hello everyone. So, um, I was doing my usual ADHD thing, and I kind of realized eventually for our cave, we're gonna need, oh, what is wrong with my face? Alright, turn the camera around. Anyways, for for some machines we need in the cave, we're gonna need brass, and essentially to make brass, all we need is iron and copper, I think, but it's not exactly all we need. It is copper and zinc to get brass, but just those two items is not all we're gonna need. Um, in order to create enough heat to actually make the brass itself, we're gonna need what's called a blaze burner. And unfortunately, that means my worst fears come true. I think today's episode, we're gonna have to go find the Nether Fortress. So, in preparation for that, I created a level 30 enchantment table. Um, the enchantments themselves are gonna be really bad because with Hypothesis, it adds more progression to your enchantment. So, like that level 30 enchantment table is like just the basic one really isn't that good. Um, so eventually when we're ready for like better stuff, once we have some blaze rods and things like that, oh, we could maybe even just make this one. Oh no, we need prismarine bricks. That might be a little annoying. Or the deep shelf. But anyways, these are the upgraded ones that we can use for better enchanting. But for now, I think I want to get fire protection on the diamond armor. Um, or at least like if I have the option to, because I really do not like anything that has to do with the fire, and unfortunately, fire is everywhere in the Nether. Um, I guess we'll take. I guess we'll do fire protection. Oh, there we go. We were rewarded with both. We got fire protection and normal protection, which I don't even know how, but I guess it's just made possible in this mod pack. Fire protection 2 or unbreaking. Respiration 3, unbreaking 2. Ooh, feather falling 4. And those are really good. Protection 3, unbreaking 3, and feather falling 4. Those are like the best boots we probably could have gotten. Rebounding? What does that one do? We can make some pretty crazy armor in this mod pack. Simply because of the amount of mods I have installed. Melee attackers may find themselves much further away. Hmm. Or breaking 3, aqua affinity, projectile protection. Ah, that's alright. All we got was unbreaking, but and then fire prot, unbreaking 3. Okay, so we got like the perfect armor. Um, unbreaking 3, looting 1, skulk smite. Increases damage to skulk-based mobs. Not really sure how much I like that. I might actually just grindstone that out. Same with my helmet. Also, I added these like lanterns, which I think look really good in here. Just like aesthetically kind of match the build design. But we'll put our grindstone up here. I don't think I'm going to the nether just yet. I kind of just wanted to get this all on camera, so for anybody wondering why I just suddenly have like everything enchanted, they'd know. Alright, so here's the entrance. I've probably shown this, or I've shown this off already, but we're gonna have this room, which probably will be dedicated to cobblestone generators. But the one thing I added about it was like a little cave that'll lead into this room, where I think we'll do an ore processing machine on this side. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I think on this side we're gonna have an ore processing machine, and then this side we're gonna have um our iron generator, which will take cobblestone from up there. And then I think I'm actually gonna make it like a three, or and then for this one I think I'm gonna make it like a tiered kind of one. Like it's just gonna be a conventionally large room with multiple machines on it. Maybe just like a miscellaneous kind of floor for like whatever machines we need. I think that'll look pretty good. But I'll be back. Oh, and then yeah, I added this little path too. Kind of for the same feel for up here, but this actually leads down into it. But yeah, I think it's coming together so far. We'll probably do all the detailing after I finish the build. But yeah, guys, it's starting to look pretty good, I think. Um, I've kind of got it coming into like a bigger open room with room for machinery up here, and then you can come down here and then have more room for machinery. I think I'm gonna put like water wheels right here, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really exactly what I want to put there. Um, and then yeah, that'll go down to the train station way below. But I think this is looking really good. I kind of like the biome that we're in because it naturally spawns like the rocky stone and the andesite pretty commonly. So it makes for some pretty good texturing. It makes it a lot easier on me. Um, these are all the ores we collected, and we actually got a lot. I'm gonna take it back to base real quick and probably mine it all up and see how much we have at the end. Alright, these are all the ores. For just mining stone, this is actually like an absurd amount of ores. All it does is give the chance to find ore and stone, and this is like our third time, or my third time doing this, as in like placing down all these ores and collecting them. So it's kind of a lot. Um, Something I wanted to touch on is our storage system is getting really bad. I added a couple more chests at the top, but I think probably in one of these next episodes, that'll be like our main objective is figuring out a decent storage system. Also, since no one really wanted to give me any suggestions for a name for this guy, I thought it'd be really funny. I'm recording this at like 5 in the morning, so I'm probably a little delirious, but the reason I think naming animals human names is like kind of one of the funniest things ever. So I'm kind of debating naming this guy some silly human name. And to me, he kind of looks like hmm, kind of look like a Derek. I think we're gonna name him Derek. I think that'll be his name for the. Oh, we can actually pet him. I think for the rest of the series, his name is just gonna be Derek, which I think is perfect for him. Alright, we need to go on a mining trip soon too. Our chest is looking very lackluster. But anyways, now I kind of need to think of a design for the cave. Because I was thinking I'm gonna have it, because I want it looking kind of like a lush cave. Um, so I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna have it like slowly get mossier and mossier as you go down. And then by this final tier over here, I want it to be just completely like grass and lush cave. I think that'll look really good. So we're kind of gonna need to come up with a design. I was thinking more of a natural look for like all the walls. I think we're gonna do first. And I was thinking more of like a natural look, but I don't know really how I want to capture that. Because I kind of wanted it to look like obviously like a rocky. Um, I'm not exactly sure. Alright, guys, I think I have um, a design I want to go with. I'm not really sure if I want to do Dean, like this light orange, or the normal brick color. But I think I'm gonna go with like more of a natural look in here, and we're gonna do some brick laying. I think we'll need, so yeah, I think we're just gonna do normal brick. Alright, hello everyone. Um, I'm kind of making progress down here on this wall. Also, if I sound a little different, that's because I took a break and went back to bed. But I'm kind of getting a design on this wall, and I'm starting to like it. I think we're not going to do shroom lights back here, but we're going to do some sort of light. Probably some sort of glowstone. And then I was thinking like bamboo or something right here. I'm not really sure. Some sort of crop. But I'm kind of liking this wall. The railing I wanted to start using this, or for this, is the brass railing. And that would require the nether, which I don't really mind because I was planning on going there anyways this episode to grab some blaze burners and the much needed brass for other machines. So I think for now we're just going to take a quick break from building, and we're going to go on a little bit of nether exploration. And I am not excited about it at all, but I know it kind of needs to be done, so I'm just going to do it. But first and foremost, we need some blaze burners so we can start getting it. And I think that's all we'll really need. Alright, let's go into the nether and hopefully come back. Um, oh, I already hear the bugs. It's alright. Luckily we have enchanted stuff and we're probably more than okay to take them down now. We just gotta try not to get knocked off. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them though. Alright, nether fortress. Grab some of this wood. I don't really have too much time to just be chopping it down though, because I do not want to spend any more of the time than I really need to in the nether. Oh, and we also forgot to bring gold armor. Ooh, glowstone. Foxhound. I think we can tame those guys, I just don't know exactly how. Oh, we sniped him, wow. Uh, There's a chicken jockey, or one of the nether ones. That's pretty interesting. Hope I got a screenshot of that. I'm pretty sure that's a. I'm not exactly like sure how rare it is, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of rare, especially for ones in the nether. So it's kind of cool that we found that. Um, I don't really know what this is. This might be a stalwart dungeon. Um, I saw it on my map, and it had nether bricks, so I was kind of interested. But I'm like 99% sure this is a stalwart dungeon. Which, if none of you know what that is, it's um, a mod that adds like more dungeons and stuff to your game. Kind of self-explanatory, but it adds a couple more bosses and stuff like that, especially to the Nether, which is kind of why I'm thinking this is what it is. And also, I haven't gotten the advancement for a terrible fortress. Okay, and everything is attacking me at once right now. Let's go up here though. Grab our blocks and um, don't really need our axe. So we'll grab our blaze burners just in case. And yeah, this is a stalwart dungeon. Okay. We definitely won't go here, but we'll definitely come back for this later. Because I am kind of interested in it. I just don't want to take the chance of dying, though. Oh. Well. Oh, come on. Don't ruin the moment. I hate these mosquitoes so with a passion. These are easily the worst thing in this whole mod pack. But anyways. Um, looks like we might actually just be getting netherite this episode. I definitely didn't think we'd be doing that in this one. But, I mean, the bastion's right there. I mean, like, why not explore it? Vermorb the ninja. Oh, I hit him. Oh, that's not good, though. And what is that? I think that's what's called a drop bear, if I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't like that thing at all. That is not... The nether's scary in this mod pack. I don't really like it. Even more so than the normal nether. Um, like, what do I even do about that thing? Is there anything I can even do about him? Whatever. We'll make our way down to the bastion, though. Using the rat method. Oh, this is making my hands sweaty. Because if my shift button decides to just randomly start working, or stop working, um, our whole world is kind of over. I know for sure it's not safe to come down here though. So maybe we can just loot the chest from above. Do this just in case. And are we able to loot this? Oh, we can. Okay, grabbing everything. Golden carrots are awesome. Alright. Ooh. See if we can grab this other one. Make sure nothing can get out. And we got a soul speed 3. Okay. So I think those are the only two chests for this area too. Oh wait, no, there's more over there. Also, I'm sorry if I'm playing this like super safe. I mean, I don't really want to lose this world and have to completely restart again. And there are a lot more piglins on this side this time. Oh, don't reach me. Okay, that was close. If that guy could have reached me right there, it was all over. Maybe. Oh, and we got a smithing template. Yes, let's go. That is exactly what we needed. Okay. And they're not happy at all. Obviously. That's to be expected, though. Put all this away. Well, we got what we originally wanted to come to the Nether for. Um, Now we just need to somehow make it back home. Or at least to a Nether fortress, not just home. Hello, everyone. I'm pretty sure I made it to the fortress. I'm hoping this is a fortress. Oh, wait, I think it is. Or is this a stalwart one? Oh, um, I guess we'll see. As I nervously bridge over this big gap. Okay. Terrible fortress. And you come here, I need you. One. What is that thing? What is that? They're really hard to hit. Oh my gosh, and they do a lot of damage. Fetch me their souls. Encounter a soul vulture? I'm not sure I want to ever encounter you again. Um, kind of getting a look at this, we might have like... Oh, lengthy iron pick of the scholar. We literally got like the best nether fortress we could have gotten. It's so flat, we're gonna be able to farm withers and blazes so easy here. I need to find a blaze farm though, or blaze spawner. Oh, I did not mean to hit that. Ouch. We're good. I definitely don't want to break this because I want to come back and actually grab this spawner eventually once we have like silk touch, because then we can just set up a spawner at our house. Got our first blaze rod. Alright, hello everyone. Finally back after the long adventure. And this is kind of the loot we came up with, which honestly is a really good amount of loot. Got a new shovel that we definitely needed. Got a new axe that we definitely needed. So I'm probably gonna take a second to sort through all of this, but I'll be back once I do. I went ahead and crafted this thing too, which is kind of nice because what we can do is say we want to take the enchants off this shovel, put the shovel in a book in here, and it'll actually make it into the book itself, and I don't think it costs XP to do so either, which is really nice. Oh, it does. Okay, but that's fine. Um, we did end up with these smithing upgrades, so I guess. Oh, that takes a lot of diamonds. How can we make? Grab two of those. It's gonna be pretty expensive, but definitely worth the upgrade. And we'll make one more. So that way we can hang on to one. And we can actually hang on to two. Put these here. Oh, actually. So I think we're definitely gonna do our pickaxe, of course. Because with what it is right now, I think it's just about as good as it'll get. Alright, and the rest of this netherite I think I'm just gonna hold on to for now. Um, but anyways, now brass is fully available to us, which means I can finally start outfitting the cave. Um, I kind of want some nice redstone lamps, and it looks like we just make them normally, put them in here. I think we'll do hived, and then probably need a couple redstone torches. Alright. There we go. That actually looks really nice. I'm really fond of that. Um, I wonder if we can't make like a nice trap door for it though. Maybe like one of these? I don't know. We'll figure it out though. But that looks really good. I'm actually really liking that. I don't really know how I'm gonna incorporate it into the normal walls though, but I guess we'll figure it out. Um, but now I think we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna need some grass. So I'll probably be back once I get some grass, I'll be back. Alright, hello everyone. I kind of ruined a small ecosystem for all this grass, but I don't think there's anything living in the area. They should be fine. I think we're gonna fill this floor and this floor up with grass though. And then this one will kind of be grass. We'll blend it. I have a really good idea for what I want to do with this area. Uh, it's just gonna take me a second and a lot of planning. There we go. I did kind of get a little sidetracked making those leaves, but I think it looked pretty good. Um, this area needs a lot more detail, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. I mean, we're probably gonna make or put our create machines like back here somewhere, so I don't even know why I really made this bamboo right here. But we'll probably make our create machines back here. So I guess the only side we'll actually end up needing to detail is like this one over here, which I don't think would be too hard. For this, I think we're just gonna make some grass steps. Just like that, and then, oh, we need a crafting table. Um, do something like this. There we go. Alright, I think that looks pretty nice actually. We will bring this all the way up here, and I need more stairs. Have it like that. I think we're gonna put water wheels right here, is kind of why I'm leaving this space open. I think we'll just do, actually, we'll see what looks better. Does normal wood look better? Maybe if we put like a brick slab on top? What about a wooden slab? Okay, actually that looks pretty good. I think we'll take the rest of our leaves though. And do some more detailing. Get another little bush right here. Make it look like vines are growing around. I've always liked this kind of look. Have one branching off. Maybe like right here is actually perfect. There we go. And then we'll obviously have more. I just don't know where to put them yet. And this is looking really good already. I've always liked the like artificial underground looking caves. I always thought they looked way better than normal ones. Um, Simply just take some bone meal to these things. I don't really want a large one. Oh yeah, I forgot we can bone meal the bamboo and make it like thicker. There we go. Um, it actually should be perfect. I'm gonna go grab some water wheels real quick and then hook them up right here. These are very large ones. Um, can we push these back just a little bit? Because I'd assume we just have to something like that. There we go. Alright, and then for water, how are we gonna get water? Oh, you know what we could do? maybe we can just have it like coming out of the roof right here. And that works perfectly. Alright. We're not just gonna have it like magically protruding out of the top here. I don't think. I think we might add a little bit something just to make it blend a little bit better. But for now, that's working actually perfectly. Looks a little awkward up here, but I think we can just change that real quick with a couple tiny details. Something like that. There we go. And then I'm actually not sure if I want to have these. We'll keep them. We'll keep the stone brick walls for now, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get rid of them later. Alright, and then once we have brass, that'll look really good. This area art down here is already coming together really well. I'm actually really happy with how it looks right now. Hello everyone. I don't know if you guys notice anything different. You probably don't, because you can't really see it from down here. But I've gone through. I decided against doing the whole blending gradient. I really like this design of just having this throughout the whole cave, but let me just show you guys. So you come up here, we have another wall. It's only really this first little area that looks decent. This area is not bad. I went with grass all throughout the cave. That's just kind of a nice wall. It got a little cramped right here, but I don't know. No one's really going to be looking at it like that. We can go all the way up here. Here's the one I don't know how I feel about. Um, it's a little cramped, and I'm not sure if it looks good. I think this looks fine. It's mainly just this thing. But I haven't changed any of this up here, at least yet. I eventually will. Um, but for the main machines today, I just want to do kind of just in the miscellaneous, and I want to get the cobblestone generator working. I just think I'm kind of running out of time on this episode. Um, I'm not really sure though. So we need to figure out the main machines we're gonna need. So we're gonna need stuff like mixers, depots, and some conveyors. I also wanted to set up like an automatic railway maker. So I think that's what we're gonna do right here. We'll probably do the railway over here, and then over in this little corner might be like the machine setup, or over here. I don't really know. And this whole cave is actually pretty expandable. Um, Mainly not from like over here, but I think it'd be cool to maybe expand it from over here and have it like wrap down and go around. And then maybe like meet on the other side. I think it'd be pretty cool. Have like a little window right here that sees to the other side that's like slightly lower. But anyways, that's if we need more space. So I'm gonna go grab the shafts, depots, and all that, and I'll be back. Alright, so our first machine. Do we want to do the railways first off? Let's just take a look at it. Azalea Rail Bridge. gonna be track. There we go. Track clear bag. So this is how we need to make it. We need 2 deployers and um I'm kind of blanking on that one. So we need some depots. Depot. That's pretty simple. Just some casing and alloy. We'll make like 3, I think. Just for now. Um, we might actually have to end up like tearing into the wall too. Alright, anyways, we need to make a mechanical press. Which is really easy. I think we just do that. Oh, we could also grab our wrench out too. That'd probably be helpful. Because I think this can like insta pick up blocks and everything. But anyways, we need to connect our power over here too. So we'll grab some of this. Alright. And I think we're gonna just drop straight down right here. Grab some cobblestone. There we go. Oh, we'll need another chain drive. Okay. That's pretty simple. Boom. There we go. Probably need a couple of them, but just for now. And then we'll bring this all the way under our base. Where do I want to go with it? I kind of want to go over there. We'll go back one more block. Yeah, and I think it will come up behind the bamboo. Alright, so we need one of the gearboxes, which we need cogwheels for. Luckily I brought a bunch of wood. Alright, now we should be good. I went through and geared it all up. Which basically just means this rotates quicker. And I think we're actually going to take this out and replace it with a encased chain drive. So then that way we can like have it go across the wall. We'll probably need a couple of these. Grab me another one. This part right here, these don't gotta be automated. Mainly because, well, we're gonna be manually using them. Cover all that up. We also need to figure out a lighting system. I was thinking of like glow berries can be the main lighting, but then chances are mobs will spawn and all of that. We need a basin, which we can just put over here. We need some more chain drives. Boom. Right there. Um, and this isn't, I don't really want it to be like ugly. So I think we're gonna make it look kind of like, not a kitchen area, but something of that nature. Just like something kind of cozy. Something that's really not hard to look at. Alright, I'm getting distracted though. We need a mechanical mixer, which we need 5 iron sheets for. Oh, and that's so quick too. That's really nice. There we go. Um, Mix, whisk, boom. Mechanical mixer. Oh, and we need. Okay. Perfect. So wait now, I'm pretty sure we can do brass. Can we make brass now? That's simply zinc and copper. Okay, I think we can do it now. I will be right back. Alright, so now all I think we do is we throw copper and throw our zinc in there. And then we heat up our blaze with coal. And there we go. Oh, it's creating a lot of stuff. I only want it making brass though. If the ingots and stuff are a byproduct, oh, I think they are. Okay. Which is nice, because then we get somewhat of a return. Um, can I do this? There we go. So we can actually fix our tools with these nuggets of experience too. Yeah, that looks really good. I think we'll do maybe some trapdoors on the outside too. Something like this. How's that look? Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. I'm really liking the color of this brass. It kind of just mixes it up and adds a whole nother color to it, and it looks really good with the greens and reds and gray and brown. So I think this whole area is really looking good now with that. But anyways, now I think we can start making some train tracks. Um, we need 2 iron nugget deployers and a press. Alright, grab our brass. We actually need 2 of these, but we need some more brass. I'm just gonna let that cook, so we'll make 2 of these instead. And then, okay, we just need one more hand, and then we'll be good. And I don't believe we need any more machines, so we're just gonna make a cool little design. Or, well, we need obviously more machines, but no more like mixes or anything, I don't think. Oh, we'll eventually need like a washer, but that's for later. So I'm gonna make the power come out from over here. Actually, we can just use this as a tunnel. Okay, so I think what we'll end up doing, disconnect this, we'll make another gearbox. If I can remember how. Just like that. And there we go. Um, Probably encase that. Same with that one. And then, oh, that is not the way I wanted it to be. Okay, there we go. Make that. And then I think for this, I think we're gonna need conveyors. I just kind of forget. Do we have to have it like 2 right here? Oh, we actually might need to move our, or separate our power too. Like I said in like, I don't know if I said it this episode, but last episode I know I said it for sure. I have zero experience in Cree, so like everything I'm doing is me completely relearning everything. Or not relearning, but completely learning everything. Oh, we actually have more shafts up here. Um, okay. And unfortunately, that does overstress our machine, which is not good at all. Hmm. Because we still have um, one more step to this whole thing. So the fact that it's doesn't have enough power is not good. There we go. Alright, so what I actually ended up having to do is I'm adding another two like secret water wheels. And this has gotten really, really messy down here. But I think, yeah, we should be working at full power again. Um, Now I just need to figure out how to get... I think we'll actually end up needing to do... Um, Make some more shafts. Grab one of these. Alright. And this is gonna look super, super ugly. Yet again, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing at all. As long as it somewhat works, that's okay with me. Alright, and we just need one more of these. Hoping this doesn't overstress it. There we go. Grab our... Where did our depot go? There it is. There we go. And then with this extremely, extremely, extremely messy build, are we finally able to make some train tracks? This will also, unfortunately, not be modified, or sorry, not be automated. Um, at least not yet. I think eventually I'm gonna make it the goal, obviously, to automate everything. Um, but for now, having it what it is will work just fine. There we go. Okay, so now if we put stone slabs, okay, what's going on with it? It made a bunch of incomplete ones. How do we make it come off of this though? I'm sorry if I have like no idea what I'm doing and all of you are like, or whoever's watching is like yelling at me because you all know what to do. Um, like I said, I'm just not very informed, I guess, with this mod. So did we actually only need... Ah, okay. And there's our first train track, which actually is a lot shorter than I thought it would be. I thought there was double wide, or what is it? Wide track? Oh, I guess there's only one. Alright. Okay, so um, why does this not take from it though, is the question. Yeah, this looks way uglier, but I think I kinda have it working now. I'm not exactly sure. I wish I was good at this stuff. It'd make everything so much easier. Oh, why is that? Oh, I don't like that. Okay, why we need to figure that out. And then there we go. Okay, so now if we send this here, oh, that still instantly goes through. Hmm, interesting. I think that should work now. So if we put this with this attribute filter in it, oop, um, do that. That didn't work. Okay. Well, that still works. Um, well, I feel super stupid right now. I was making that probably a billion times harder than it really ever needed to be. Um, like ever. All I simply needed to do was set up a couple depots, or set up a couple of these hands. It's still manual, which of course won't be fixed until we have the means to automate this stuff. But I was making that like a million times harder than it ever needed to be. I was trying to get like all fancy with it. I don't know. It should have never been that hard though. There we go. Okay, that doesn't actually look too bad. What if we even take these out like that? And then take this out. There we go. Okay, and I think that still works too. But anyways, I apologize that it took me like so long to figure all of that out. It'll definitely be easier once I've like got a grasp on this mod. Um, but for now we have semi-automatic trains tracks. So hopefully one of these episodes soon we'll be able to just A, have automated train tracks, of course, but B, actually start on the train system. Um, but unfortunately this took me so much time that I probably don't have enough time to do any more machines today. But in the next few couple episodes, I have a different plan for next episode that it's kind of a problem that needs to be solved ASAP with this world. But for now, I mean, I think this is kind of just the main goal is just to get some basic create machines done so we can actually start getting into create and doing a lot more with it. But I hope you all enjoyed. I definitely did. This was actually, oh, I don't have face, so I guess we won't be doing that I don't really know which mod it is that makes all of my armor invisible. I don't really like it. I'm assuming it's the shaders. Yeah, I think it is the shaders. Um, which is whatever. I haven't really gotten a look at my world without the shaders. I actually really like this cave. It's much more vibrant and a lot less dark. This actually looks weirdly really good. Kind of better than without or with the shaders on. Huh, this is interesting. I've actually never just turned off the shaders and looked at my world. For now, I'm gonna keep the shaders on. If you guys want it off, let me know. But I think that's gonna do it all, or that's gonna be it for this episode. Like I said, next episode we're gonna be doing a couple different things. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please let me know. That's really annoying. I don't like how it breaks the armor. I think the shader breaks a lot of the textures in this game, which is kind of the problem with this bestiary. Just all of the textures are broken, and I think that's kind of the shader's issue. So I might try to figure out exactly why it's doing that in between episodes. So that way we don't have to look at it and things probably look a lot better. But I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please let me know. Wherever you're at, whether it's night or day, I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.